Hi Aquarius, welcome to your end of August 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah, I gotta remember I'm doing a different spread this time. Like 5-card spread. So all right. Nice to see some different cards for a change. And sometimes I keep picking the same ones. Somebody said that's called stuck cards, which is kind of interesting. You keep getting the same ones over and over again. Oh, and this is even more, I can actually hold it up better. The heart of the matter is the King of Wands. So in these readings that are general, I'm more liberal in who this could be. If we look at him as a separate person other than you, this is an alpha male type of a man, a very take charge kind of a guy. He might be chronologically older than you, but in general he's very mature, dynamic, kind of larger than life. I think it's supposed to be Sag, but I always say with the kings and queens of the fire of the wands that it's Leo because of the royalty angle. And this person is very independent. This definitely would be your dream man, because this person is very independent, and so are you. So fire and air certainly go together very well. And so if this is an aspect of yourself, then you're becoming much more, like that. You're stepping into your power more. And I even say this could be entrepreneurial energy. So going from working for yourself, going from working for somebody else to working for yourself. In the past position, we have the Empress, and this is the kind of the Earth Mother, Taurus type of energy, although Libra is another sign that is ruled by Venus. This is a card connected to Venus. But it can be like if you are pregnant and you're, either if you're like being tough about it and real and independent, and you don't have that other party in your life, that man, that you're going to be that kind of person for yourself. That you're not that you can replace. You can be a father to your child, but that you're going to take the initiative and not be. I don't know if taking initiative, taking control of your life, in other words. You're not going to let a pregnancy hold you down. That's kind of what I mean. Excuse me. But it can't be that you are softening. Aquarius is a masculine sign, so a woman who is in this position may let the man take charge. This is... if this is not pregnancy, it can certainly be a relationship with somebody who may be different than the other people that you have been with in the past. And you feel this sense of protection from this person. There's a strength associated with the King of Wands. And you may be discovering your femininity for the first time. Because sometimes the dynamic with masculine sign women, for example, can be getting involved with, if you're heterosexual, getting involved with men who are actually looking to you for the guidance and the, you're the one who is directing the relationship. Well, that may be acceptable for a certain amount of time, but then there may be a time in your life where you don't want to always have to be the one who is the strong one for whatever reason. Maybe you're going through your own things. But I will say too that the Empress can be the artist. So this may be somebody who is an artist who is acknowledging I am an artist and not trying to deny it anymore, who is standing in their power and who believes that they can even make a living from it and, you know, make this their career. The lesson to be learned from whatever this situation is represented by the Page of Cups, which is a card of innocence. This is, you can see the Pisces connection here with the fish. It can be a child, but a kind of naive or gullible adult who has allowed themselves to perhaps be deceived by somebody. Maybe you had a lot of, yeah, I mean, you know, in this sense, it makes me think that the King of Wands is you, if I interpret it that way. That kind of, in the past, you may have been in a position where you trusted the wrong person. It doesn't have to be just in relationships. It can be in, excuse me, it can be in your professional life, and trusting the wrong person perhaps over and over again, and finally realizing that you have to do your own thing. And sometimes I think the universe gives us these situations so that we do step into our own power, because just by sheer inability to make something work otherwise. And you know, something that comes to mind with me is before I started doing this, and this would be like 5 or 6, I started doing readings online and doing readings professionally 5 years ago. But before that, I was like going on interviews, doing those things, and I couldn't get a job. And so it wasn't like I wasn't trying to work for somebody else. That's what I thought I was going to be doing. I thought that was the only possibility for me. All of this happened seemingly randomly to me. Although now, in retrospect, I can see otherwise. But if I were to interpret the Page of Cups for myself, it's not so much being misled by somebody in terms of being deceived, but maybe being misled, you know, somebody specifically in my life, but maybe being misled by society to think that, oh yes, you do, you know, because I think we get conditioned to think that we will work for somebody else. And so it's, and I'm just thinking about when I went back to college and I was in my 30s, and they, these days they emphasize group work, and I realized at some point, because I don't like that, I like to be an individual, and that's what the King of Wands represents. I'm sure a lot of Aquarians will be nodding their heads with that. And I realized that they were conditioning people to be group thinkers, groupthink. And they call, you know, they call it playing nice with others and being able to get along in a group. But what if you want to be an individual? What if you don't want to compromise, and you have these ideas that you want to implement, and you don't want to have to kind of settle on something? And this is kind of like, this was kind of unnerving to realize that they were conditioning college students to have that mentality and to work in that way. And I just found it very, like, almost childish. So this may be exactly what's happening with you, that you want to be your own person. And even in love, that you want to have, you don't want to lose yourself in another person. I can't imagine an Aquarius doing that, an Aquarian doing that. But, you know, if you have Venus in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, who knows? Moon sign that Libra or something, it's possible. Okay, so what's coming in? The Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration, of being with friends. This is being in your element, actually, because you are the ruler of the 11th house, which is about friendships, is about groups. And people don't understand that about Aquarius. If you have been with a Scorpio, somebody who, I'm talking about obviously in the past maybe, somebody who, a Taurus, these are both fixed signs that you might have been with, who is very possessive, that can be something that is hard to deal with because it's just not what you want to have happen. You're just not that type of person. So you may be the kind of person who wants to be more able, who has the freedom to be able to see your friends on a regular basis. And maybe you, now that I think of it, maybe this is, you feel like you have your freedom back and that you have your power back with the King of Wands. The outcome, the Fool card, the card that is connected to your ruler Uranus, doing your own thing, going on a new journey, 0, the unknown, quantity, quality. What kind of journey are you set to embark upon, Aquarius? What new adventure? Do you feel like a sense of freedom at this time, that you have broken free of some situation that was very confining, whether it was a controlling partner or a controlling boss? I mean, even if I look at that King of Wands, even though it's in the upright position, that could be the boss, and the boss is almost like a tyrant. Now, in the upright position, they may be a lovable tyrant, but they're very hands-on with everything, and you didn't feel like you could express your creativity. So this feels very liberating, this particular reading and this time in your life. So I hope that that is exactly what is happening for you, and that you enjoyed this, you resonated with it. If you would like a private reading, the link with all my different offerings is below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.